This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. All right, so Diddy might get bail. Yes, you heard it, bail in the next week or two. Why? Well, a lot of charges were dismissed just about a week ago, and part of that was a Rico. The Rico was dismissed, but he still has a lot of other charges out of the case. The Little Rod thing is falling apart. The DA is losing to the judge. The judge is once you get I think 5 charges got dismissed, right? But you can't keep him if you don't have a Rico anymore. He's not so much of a risk. He's probably guilty of something, right? But he's not guilty of everything they're saying. So, we'll see if he gets bail or not. But that'll shake things up. And still Diddy will have no friends. It's over. It's over for all that. But I'm sure Diddy realizes that most people have turned their back on him. Is it bad? No. But it's funny because Khaled, Rick Ross, there's plenty of other people that partook in certain things that were just, now you guys just turned your back. It's crazy. So in a 31-page opinion Monday, U.S. Judge Paul Oten dismissed the Racketeering Influenced and Corruption Organizations Act allegations against Combs, his company Combs Global, and his former chief of staff, Christina Coram, who was named as defendant in the Jones suit. So we'll see. Diddy has so many things going on, though. It's still far from over. I mean, he has hundreds of people came forward, so he's going to have to face the music and all that. I could see him having to do many payouts to make a lot of stuff go away. The first payout he ever did with Cassie was public and a mistake. It was a mistake that was public. It should have been, and he did that because the footage surfaced of him kicking her in the face. If that never came out, he would have never settled with her. That's how much of a scumbag he is, though. He knows he did it. He buried it and thought that I'm not going to pay her anything. He should have paid her something. Period. That's crazy. Because you knew it's going to come back on you. Then we got former No Jumper host Trell seen arguing with a truck driver as his car gets towed following his recent bankruptcy. Supposedly they're seizing his assets now. I mean, No Jumper put this out. They hate Trell, right? And Trell hates them, so it is what it is. So Drake tops the charts once again with Nokia. This is his new Hotline Bling. I like it. Also, as we reported, it's looking like this UMG thing is going to be wrapped up soon. Now that Drake has the right to discovery. A judge said he has the right to discovery. It's they want to stop this immediately. UMG does not want them digging through emails, finding out all their secrets, because once that happens, he can expose them, and a lot of other artists might have questions, might have their own cases against UMG. And, there's a lot of disgruntled artists, man. A lot of people get shelved. A lot of people don't get what they were promised, the correct promotion. And this is an insane case because Drake really just wanted, in the beginning, it was a standoff. They were having a standoff for a new deal, which I think he wanted $600 million or something, and they take everything, right? Something like that. And they didn't want to pay that much money, so they made him worth less. They made him worth less by, doing a campaign. It was almost perfect timing for them. They took advantage of a situation. That's all that happened. And I'm not saying that Drake would have won, if they didn't do this. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that it was pretty obvious that there was a little favoritism going on, and they were using their influence. And these labels have a lot of influence, okay? They They pay for playlisting. This has been going on forever. Ever since, it's not just about streaming. Even before streaming with CDs, you could pay for your CD to be in the front of the store. You could pay for, people were paying under the table for scans, to make the first week look good. Like, it's just like what people do on social media, faking their followers, faking their comments, like to make it feel like you're missing out on something, That's all that's going on here. It's the same. They figured out how to do it with the new system with streaming. So, anyways, Drake will you'll probably see this whole thing come to a wrap in about a month or two. They'll probably come to a settlement. It's going to be complex because you cannot trust UMG anymore. Drake cannot trust UMG. Now, I also wonder, once this is over, is Drake going to continue to help artists and do features with them? Like, is he going to forgive Khaled? I don't think he should ever forgive Khaled. Khaled stands for nothing but himself. Khaled whole rollout was in shambles because Drake said he's not. What did Khaled think he was going to do? Pressure Drake into putting these songs out that he did? No, you didn't even stand with him one time for anything. Khaled is good at ghosting people when they need him. Remember when Meek Mill and Drake were going through it, and he just stopped working with Meek Mill because Drake was more valuable. But right when Meek Mill came out of jail, he was right there like, yo, man, with a microphone and a studio bus probably, like, hey, let's get them vocals, man. We're so happy you're home. I supported you the whole time. And it was only because Drake had forgiven Meek, When Meek tried to destroy his career, I would have never forgiven Meek. But I think Drake's learned from all this stuff, like with the Meek situation, Pusha T, and then he lost this one. So it's like, okay, cut everybody off. It's for self at this point. I would be the same way. Then we got Kanye West recording his album on Twitch. It's just a matter of time before Twitch gets rid of him too. Kanye is toxic now. He made himself radioactive like he wanted. Nobody wants to touch him. I don't know what this album's going to sound like, but, he's still making music. And I don't know, he's doing things the way he wants to, even though I don't agree with the things he's saying at all. It is what it is, Like, it is freedom of speech, It's nastiness, though. I don't agree with it at all. But hey, I just think I think he had a psychotic break, bro, to be honest with you. I don't think he needs to be admitted or anything or drugged, but he just needs to, like, slow down. Slow down. Because he wouldn't have all these people trying to stop. Now, I think like everything that's happened up to this point with Adidas, label, everything. And then now you got Kim Kardashian using the kids as a weapon almost against him. He wants to feel like he has control of his kids, and he doesn't want them to end up like the Kardashians. And it's not good to end up like that because their mom was pimping them out. Yeah, it was not literally pimping them out, but like making up stories for TV. Go out with this person for this. It's all like fake life, And like he's trying to preserve his kids' childhood, which is important. We see what happens to children when they start working too young. You can have fun with it, but they it's like, look at Raven Simone, look at Orlando Brown, Macaulay Culkin. There's plenty of childhood stars that just, it's a little, maybe it's not a good idea, Maybe it's a good idea to let a kid be a kid, right? Spice goes off on Bambi. Well, it's not really that interesting. We'll just play it now. Bambi and her having a love and hip hop moment. That's all that's going on here. And she called out Bambi for having no listeners for some reason, and now Spice is going off on Bambi because Bambi dropped a diss track, and she dropped a diss track in response to Bambi.
see the hypocrisy of how all of a sudden Bambi put out a this song, but she dip on TV and act like, oh, Spice is the reason for this and Spice is the... No. Y'all just mad because me a showing up on the show. Say, una not about that life. Una just they all live fake on Instagram with no fake shoes or no fake fur or no imitation. Let's be real and talk facts. And then you paint me out for be the bad guy all the time because me are the one where do the bull. Me I go say it as it is. So then I come off too harsh. So I'm labeled as the bully. Because I'm not afraid to say it like it is. And don't give a f who no one like me. Don't wanna realize what but all of a sudden now Bambi member says she's an artist and she can do a this song. So if you remember now, Bambi, that you're an artist, let's be artists then. Let's go. Come on then. Let's go. Since you remember say you're an artist now and you can do this song. Spice, the queen of dance.
Yeah, she already dropped it. Anyways, I'll check you guys in the next one. Oh, we'll talk about that next time. Sexy Red. She's crazy, bro. And that's about it. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. I will check you guys in the next one. Peace.